Hey guys, I'm going to sit here and talk to you for a second. Sitting here at my son's baseball game, tailgating back here on the Jeep. Perfect view, perfect spot right next to the field. Um, I just want to talk to you a little bit about the sugar fast. Of course, I did my 3 days of sugar fasting for the last 3 days after a crazy eating weekend and some drinking, which I don't normally do, but 3 days, 10 pounds lost during that 3 days. I'm not saying that's typical results for people, because I know people are struggling to just get 2 or 3 pounds off a week. But I've been doing this many, many years, and probably got a better metabolism than most, even at my age, being in fitness for 30 years. But the sugar fast, there's definitely something to it. I do enjoy it. It does satiate me, though it does leave me hungry majority of the time. So I do snack on, different candies and stuff throughout the day in between eating all the fruit and syrups and stuff. But I thoroughly enjoy it. I think, sorry about that, that ball almost just hit me. But I do stay hungry while I'm on it. Smoothies actually fill me up more than anything, but I still get through the 3 days. And I've been going on a lot of other pages about the sugar fasting because it's becoming such a big thing. And I'm reading other people's comments about, can you eat pancakes with syrup and all this stuff? No. If you want to adhere to this and you want to get the proper results fast, you got to cut the protein, the starch, and the fats completely out. Zero. I literally eat zero. I watch every little label that I put in my mouth. I watch the labels, and I adhere to this properly and perfectly. And that's why I get my results. My wife the same way. She's been following exactly what I'm doing in a little bit smaller amounts, but she's losing weight just the same. I feel great when I'm on it. I do stay hungry. I do lose a lot of water weight, so I'm always peeing, especially at night, which gets the bloat off of me, especially from that past weekend. I was holding a ton of water. So, the 10 pounds was probably a majority water, but I do get leaner and drier. I'm definitely not putting on weight, even after cheating. Today, I went back to a normal diet. So today, my diet so far has consisted of 3 whole eggs this morning, half a cup of egg whites, and I had 2 pieces of Italian toast with garlic and butter on it, small amount. Second meal was a protein shake, 2 scoops of protein shake, 1 scoop of PB2, and a scoop of my collagen in it, mixed with water. My next meal is I had 1 piece of cod, 1 piece of tilapia, Parmesan crusted. I showed it in one of my other videos. I Parmesan crusted myself with olive oil and stuff, and I put it in the oven. And I had that with a side salad made with balsamic vinaigrette, Italian seasonings, and olive oil, so it's all fresh. And then I'm going to go to the gym after this game is over and hit back and triceps, abs, and probably do 30 minutes of cardio after my workout. Not sure what my next meal is going to be. I probably won't eat before the gym. I'll definitely have a post-workout meal, though. Probably another protein shake, similar to the first one without the collagen, and then probably some kind of vegetable or whatever it might be. I don't eat too much of the fruit or sugars. I pretty much stay clear of all sugars and fruits when I'm not on the sugar fast. Like I said, I've always preached no sugar my whole life. Or, on a cheat day is the only time I ever actually eat sugar, when I'm having donuts or cake or ice cream or something on my cheat day. But sorry, some guy was over here trying to talk to me. I'm just trying to talk to you guys. The only time I eat sugar is on cheat days. So I've always avoided it. But then with the sugar fast, I was doing research and seeing other people's results. And, I've always, pretty much, my routine has always been a clean 6 days a week, 5 days a week, 6 day. I would always have a free day. I'd eat whatever the heck I want, as much as I want. Day 7, I would fast from midnight, the night of my cheat night. I would fast from midnight to the next following morning. So say I would end Saturday night, midnight, I would go until Monday morning on a water fast. And then I would eat normally, and I never gained weight from my cheat. I would put on 2 or 3 pounds or whatever, maybe a little bit more on cheat, and that would pretty much negate all the calories and the surplus. I would negate that on the fast and be right back into a deficit. And then, of course, I would fast, like I said. Sorry, another guy talking to me. and basically I just felt like I was just like detoxing my body, give my digestive system a little break for 24 hours or a little bit longer, 24 hours after eating such crap that on that free day. And that's how I've always stayed lean, except when I used to compete. Of course, I didn't have those kind of cheat days, but now my goal is longevity and enjoying the process as much as I can and staying healthy and young. But with the sugar fast, I wanted to give it a try because it sounded very appealing, and everything I was seeing seemed to make sense, with the, taking out the fat and the protein and everything. Though the protein's been something I've always preached on: high protein, low carbohydrate, moderate fats. And now I'm going the opposite and going high carbohydrates, no protein, no fat. But you're not losing muscle with that kind of high carbohydrate. You're not losing muscle, especially as much protein as I eat through the week. 3 days is not making me lose all my muscles. But am I growing? No, I'm definitely not getting bigger or putting muscle on during this process. That's absolutely for sure. And I'm not on any drugs anymore. So, I just take a light dose of TRT, 125 milligrams a week. So I'm definitely not going to be putting any size on. I'm just staying where I'm at. If I wanted to put size on, of course, it'd be a drug game and more food, more calories, more protein. But that's not what I'm going to do at this stage of my life. So sugar fasting has worked remarkable to where I'm actually drying out and getting leaner. I almost think this is a crazy freaking, maybe a crazy opinion, but I almost think you could almost pre-contest bodybuild on a sugar fast leading up to a competition. I think you might be able to actually dry out enough with other manipulations, but I feel like you could dry out enough and maybe lose fat just sugar fasting, which is completely opposite. They want you got to stay the heck away from sugar leading up to competition, except when you're doing your carb load. Sorry, another person. But like positive experiences on the sugar fasting. Amazing bowel movements. It's a little too much information, but amazing bowel movements. No water retention. Extreme energy almost all day. No need for caffeine. No caffeine headaches. No withdrawals when I'm not on the caffeine. Because on my normal days, I do drink energy drinks and coffee in the morning, and pre-workout. But no need for pre-workout. The pumps are amazing in the gym. The energy's out the roof. Drying out. Really no negatives. It hasn't affected my sleep. Nothing. I have no negatives whatsoever. Maybe brushing my teeth about 6 times a day, but that's about it on that end. Any negatives? I'm hungry. I'm always hungry. The sugar does not satisfy my hunger. It tastes amazing. I feel good when I'm doing it. Smoothies do fill me up a little bit, but I have an extreme appetite anyway. My maintenance is around 3,500 calories. 3,000 is a deficit for me. When I was training competition, 3,000 was part of my regimen and losing weight. So I've always had a crazy appetite, in off season, back in the old days when I was real big, 10,000 calories. So I trained my body to eat crazy amounts of food when I was 260 pounds off season. So, my son just got a hit. Amazing. So I'm always hungry. And I also think that's because the simple sugars are just burning so fast. My metabolism is like a furnace. So I'm burning the food so fast that I'm just hungry constantly. But I'll eat an abundance of fruit, abundance of canned fruits, syrups, smoothies, candy. I was eating a lot more candy yesterday than I should have ate. I believe as I was eating, I was like, I'm definitely going to stall. I'm definitely going to gain some weight because I felt like I just maybe overdid the candy a little too much. But no, I didn't gain anything. I actually lost another half a pound, maybe a full pound. I had clothes on this morning, or underwear. I feel like it's a few ounces. But that's the only negative I've had is the hunger. My son just scored. Sorry, I got a lot of interruptions there. But like I said, the only negative is that hunger. But I keep looking at a lot of these people's comments, and it really gets me going. I've had to comment on a lot of people's pages. People who just put this down, laugh at it, say it's bullshit, say we're killing ourselves and it's a joke. I've been doing this for 30 years. That's not even a joke. 30 years I've been in the fitness industry, owned a successful supplement company, which I created from scratch. The supplement, I was a fat burner energizer. I have tried every freaking diet you can imagine. I hate the word diet. I like nutritional lifestyle better, healthy nutritional lifestyle. I've tried it all. I have a lot of experience, more than most of these influencers out here. I just don't have the following like I used to have because I stopped it, sold the company. But it makes me mad because fitness, nutrition is not black and white. There's a lot of gray areas. There's a lot of things over the years I don't do that I used to do. You learn something new every day. I don't care how many years you've been in this, you learn something new every day. They used to say that eggs were killing us. They used to say this or that was killing us, and don't do this. This causes high cholesterol. Causes cancer. Most of it's bullshit, okay? Just use common sense. Just eat. Just eat. Enjoy life. Cut out certain things. You know what's good and what's bad for you. You know, you shouldn't drink a lot of alcohol. You know, there's a science behind some of this stuff, and you don't know unless you give it a shot, try it, see how it works with your body. If you don't enjoy it, you don't like it, you're not getting the results you want, don't do it. Plain and simple. I've also been checking my blood pressure regularly every single morning, and my blood pressure has gone down. I mean, I've always kept pretty good blood pressure. It's very important, but I'm in the teens. I mean, I went to the low 20s there a couple of days, but that was probably after my cheat. When I was holding so much water, my blood pressure probably rose a little bit. Teens. So this is not affecting blood pressure. I do get my blood work done twice a year, EKGs, calcium scoring testing once every 2 years. So I'm always trying to stay on top of preventative medicine. That's what's important. I want to do the sugar fast and then get my blood work done, just see exactly what it's doing to vitamin D levels, because I don't take a lot of vitamins during the sugar fast because some of my vitamins have fat in them. So I watch it down to the nitty gritty. I cut everything out. As soon as I go back to my clean eating like I did today, I go right back on my vitamin supplement regimen as usual. I don't know. You can't just put something down and say it's bullshit when it might actually work. There might be actually something to this. And with this sugar fasting, it sounds ludicrous. It does. But doing it myself, my wife doing it, and she was terrified also. It works. It works. And how bad, the candy, I know it can't be too good for you, but all the fruit, it's fruit. I don't know what else to say about that. I mean, I was even eating tomatoes yesterday, little cherry tomatoes dipped in some barbecue sauce. I mean, I was just craving something savory, but I don't know. There's a couple of influencers I know personally. I've been on different podcasts in the past, and it irks me to no end to see some of these influencers putting shit down that they never even tried. And there's a lot of these influencers that I used to do certain things a certain way, and they would put it down, and all of a sudden they're doing it and praising it, and they're taking certain supplements that they used to put down that I've been doing for years and years and years. So much flip-flopping and just hypocrisy, just hypocrites. Just pissing me off. I am transparent. I'm real. I'm not here to sugarcoat anything or make anybody happy or make anybody sad. I just keep it as real as I can, and I'm transparent. Everything you see is what I do. I'm not hiding anything. I'm an open book. You got any questions, I will answer them honestly, because there's too much bullshit in the fitness industry, especially since the beginning of social media. It's not real like it used to be. Everybody's got something to say. Everybody's on steroids. Everybody's on this. This diet's bullshit. If it's working for you and you're losing weight and you're getting healthy, do it. What's wrong with that? We all need to be healthier. We all need to be confident, love ourselves, and like what we see when we look in the mirror. If it takes doing a sugar fast, be happy for these people. Do it, okay? Because you're trying to say it's your way is the right way. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Everybody is different. Everything works different for different people. So we should all be in this together to be happy and healthy. Like I say, keep grinding it out. That's my saying. I don't know, until I see some actual blood work and some doctors, real doctors that specialize in certain things, saying that this is doing irreversible damage, then I need to see that. I need to see that literature. But I don't want to keep rambling on. I'm about 14 minutes into this. I just like to I'm passionate about everything, and I keep seeing comments and people saying certain things, and I just had to vent a little bit and give my rant. But I'm gonna finish this game, head home, and then probably head straight to the gym, and then get my last meal in. yeah, getting on this YouTube and gaining views is not an easy thing to do. I was very successful at one time, but there's all these algorithms and posting the right stuff. So now I'm getting it built back up. I'm really enjoying this again. But until next time, guys, like I said, stay happy, healthy, keep grinding out, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good evening, guys.